So today I want to talk to you about your most valuable asset. What do you think your most valuable asset is? Arguably, I'd say it's your attention. Intuitively, it makes sense, doesn't it? Your experience is largely influenced by what you choose to attend to or ignore. So, learning to attend well is key to your well-being. In the Feldenkrais Method, we learn to develop what we call mobile attention. And just like with movement, we don't want to get stuck. Fluid, adaptable movement makes for a more comfortable life. And so, fluid, adaptable, attentional abilities is the key to a good life. But there is something more than just having fluid attention. But you should know that this video is not about encouraging you to focus better or focus more. You see, it's not just about what you attend to or what you focus on, but rather how you pay attention and how dynamically you can direct the way you pay attention that is vital. There's a quality of being that accompanies a particular way of attending that has deep implications for our health, creativity, adaptability, and well-being. And this way of attending is what Moshe Feldenkrais called inclusive attention. Many psychologists and neuroscientists use lighting as an analogy. Focused attention is like using a spotlight, or maybe even like a laser pointer. Wide open, inclusive attention is more like using a floodlight. In today's day and age, this inclusive way of attending seems practically lost for most people, even though there is good evidence for its incredible usefulness in decreasing anxiety, being more present, learning, problem solving, creativity, and well-being. Thing is, this takes practice. Neuroscientist Richard Davidson was quoted by Winifred Gallagher in her book Wrapped as saying, "My strong intuition is that attentional training is very much like the sports or musical kind. It's not something you can just do for a couple of weeks or years and then enjoy lifelong benefits. To maintain an optimum level of any complex skill takes work." And I can say that attending well takes work. My experience as a Feldenkrais practitioner over the last 25 years has shown that how we organize ourselves for movement has a profound effect on the dynamics and ease with which we can attend in different ways, as needed, giving our situation moment to moment. And the way we attend also has a huge effect on how we move and think. It's not a one-way street, but an integrated, non-linear process. Okay, so how can you develop your capacity for inclusive attention? Well, I'm super biased. I'd say do lots and lots of awareness through movement lessons in the Feldenkrais Method, but there are 3 things that you can practice practically anywhere, anytime. Very simple, and I'm going to give you three things you can practice. So here's the first one. Sitting or standing still, open your hearing to the 3-dimensional soundscape you find yourself in. Listen to all the sounds around you coming from all directions. Don't focus on any one particular sound. Don't reach out with your mind to any one sound. Rather, open yourself to the whole soundscape, allowing all the sounds from all directions come to you. Okay? That's one thing you can practice anywhere, anytime. Second thing that you could practice is to let your gaze fall on anything in your visual field. As you watch this video, you could continue to watch the video, or you could listen by letting your gaze fall on something else. Now, with your gaze simply staying on that thing very softly, open your attention to sense all the other lines, shapes, colors, shadows, light, textures in your visual field, or in other words, in your peripheral vision. Again, don't focus, don't try. Just be open to all that is there in your peripheral vision. All right. Now, a third thing that you can practice, whenever you're doing something that requires very little brain power, say you're doing the dishes or folding laundry, maybe waiting for a friend or a family member, cover yourself with your attention. Cover the entire front surface of yourself, the sensation of your skin, your shape, and the entire back surface, and the right side, and the left side, and the soles of your feet, and the top of your head. Cover all of yourself. Now again, Don't get stuck focusing on one thing or trying to bring any one thing or even everything into sharp relief. No, instead, simply widen your lens to include all surfaces of yourself in your attention. Now, most will find that some surface is much easier to connect with and others are very vague or even inaccessible. That's not a problem. Simply, gently intend to include all of yourself at once, one big open field of attending. Now, please listen to this next bit and take it to heart. Whichever of these explorations you engage in, let go of any ambition to be good at it. You might notice your attention moving from one thing to another and another, like a laser pointer moving around, instead of having that one wide open inclusive attention. That's fine. With practice, let me say that better. With easeful practice, you'll get better and better at organizing yourself to access this more inclusive attention. It's worth saying it again. Don't make it effortful practice, make it easeful. Hold a general idea, notice when your attention collapses into one thing, broaden it back out. Don't create problems for yourself, don't judge. Simply have this intention to begin to widen your lens. Okay, now, although there are no guarantees and you should only ever do what feels safe for you, as you explore developing inclusive attention, you'll likely notice a nice spontaneous shift in your breathing, a deeper presence, and a wee shift towards greater contentment. Now, if you like this sort of content, subscribe to this channel. And until next time, have fun. Oh, hey, I almost forgot to let you know. Coming up very soon, there's going to be another video that's going to introduce and link to you another guided process about playing with some of these different ways of attending. So it's a little bit more like what you might do in an awareness through movement lesson, but I call it a mini move because it's not an awareness through movement lesson. So keep your eyes open for it. It's coming very soon.